If you're anything like me and you love to hide in cardboard boxes, then you love Metal Gear. Been waiting a while, it seems like, for Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain to be released. They did that little $30 3-hour preview, but I'm ready for the real deal. While I'm waiting though, Square Enix has saved me a little bit of time. Boom, by releasing Venom Snake as part of their PlayArts Kai line of figures. This is what Snake is gonna look like in Metal Gear 5. I'm assuming this is still Big Boss. I've sort of lost track at this point. Let's just get into this and see how it works out.
Transition.
After opening the box, they've got a few things in there. First up, in the insert, blister carded, which I fucking hate, is the display stand. Don't get me wrong, I like the display stands. I hate that I have to rip up the package to get to it when everything else is so easily put back in, you know? All right, got some instructions. I might actually look at these for once. And then we have Snake and all of his accessories. Right now, I'm just gonna pull Snake himself out. We're gonna take a look. All right, here's the basic figure. This is Venom Snake. Sculpt-wise, looking good. I mean, this isn't their first rodeo with Metal Gear, so they've kind of got their style down. And plus, actually, PlayArts have their own style. It's more of an elongated body, sharper edges, more anime-like, which works for really a lot of the stuff they do, especially their DC variant line, for instance. It looks great. Looking at him, this is my first time checking him out too. Covered in scars, the face looks good. He's rocking this sweet-ass ponytail. He's got a scarf, some tiger stripe camo, pouches, canteen, this random strap hanging off his ass, you know. A robotic hand, so that's something. And tiny ass wrists and fists. Look at this. I mean, this guy wasn't bred for jerking it. He's not got it in him. Look at these biceps, look at these tiny wrists. You'll never get anywhere like that, Snake. Paint job on him looks good. The tiger stripe camo, which is odd because these games haven't taken place during the time tiger stripe was really used since Snake Eater, but it's the camo of choice for Solid Snake. He's got an armband featuring a Diamond Dogs symbol, assuming that's his unit for the time being. The scarf is made up of 3 individual rubber pieces, which allow for more movement than you would think out of it. Altogether pretty good. I'm digging the way it looks. Paint-wise is great too, which really that's the thing with PlayArts is God damn it. There were like 5 cop cars just drove by. I don't know if they're even heard on this video, but it totally distracted the shit out of me. Like, I would not be a good stealthy secret agent because I just get distracted by random noise. Anyway, articulation-wise, we've got ball joint head and neck. The neck actually has its own joint in the bottom. We've got ball joint, shoulders, hinge shoulders, dual hinged shoulders that can come out to like it's ripped out of his socket. He's like, oh, I'm fucked. We have swivel biceps, the clicking swivel hinged elbow, swivel hinge wrist, also a click, which is great when it comes to holding weapons because it means they're gonna hold their pose easier. He has ball joint mid-torso, ball joint waist, ball joint hips, swivel thighs, a little tight, dual hinged knees, and swivel hinge ankles. He can pretty much do about whatever you would need him to, such as hide in a box. let's take a look at some of his accessories. We've got communicator, AK-47. We're gonna say it's not an adjustable stock, it just comes off. Knife. Pistol that looks like a BB gun, but I'm sure it isn't. Probably a Trent gun. Hand. Robotic hand. Robotic trigger hand. Tall scarf piece. Ponytailed head. Wearing some sweet ass goggles. Let's put some of this stuff on him, shall we? Simply pop the head off. XO. Pop off the scarf. Now you can see the full neck hinge underneath. Basically, this guy would not look good without the scarf pieces. They're actually glued to his back, so you're really not made to take them off all the way. This scarf piece goes here, hangs down farther in the front. This head should go on here. Come on, you. Okay, no. Let's try this again. Okay. Sort of. Okay. Scarf, goggle head. I don't even really like this. I mean, it's cool they added it. It's also weird that Snake has this odd like devil horn coming out, like he's got shrapnel on his face. I really want to play this game. Let's pop all this crap off. Let's put this back on before we even go anywhere else. There we go. Okay, so the knife. He actually has a holster here for it, a scabbard, if you will. All right, clips in easily. He has a side holster here. The side holsters in the past have kind of sucked cock. You try to close them back over with the flap, and the pin doesn't want to go into the hole to keep the flap down. I wish they would do something better with the way these are made. This one looks like they added a bigger mushroom head on the pin. It's so dirty. But it still doesn't really want to hold very well, so take it for what you will. The communicator has no place to go. So, pop the hand off. The one thing I do like about their hands, they no longer put the ball joint and the pin on the hand. It would break off in the wrist a lot. Now they've added these thick pins coming out of his wrist that you just slide the hands on. Works out pretty well. They actually started doing this with their Batman figures from the Arkham games. I think the first one they did was the Frank Miller version. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just spewing facts out of my ass. Really killing time to put this communicator in his hand. See? Hey! Now he can talk. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sneaking around and talking on this thing. Works out pretty well. If he didn't want to do that, trigger hand. Let's give him an AK-47 that, like all of the Play Arts weapons, very stiff plastic. However, also like model plastic, so sort of brittle. So you're gonna wanna be easy on these things, as pieces will most likely break if you're anything like me, which, I don't know, let's hope you're not. We're gonna change out this robotic hand to this open one, so that way he can grab the foregrip. Come on, you. Struggle for the camera. Here we go. Solid Snake with an AK-47. Actually, it's not Solid Snake, it's Venom Snake. I've probably fucked it up 1,000 times on this review. That's because I can't keep track anymore. Venom Snake. V-E-N-O-M. But I mean, as you can see, he poses great. The clicking joints are gonna allow for him to hold his pose easily on a shelf or for photos. He's gonna look good. Well, I say that and he falls over, but decent, right? He retails for about $100. You're looking at $99.99 plus tax at most comic shops and Hastings. That's really the only couple places I think you're gonna find him outside of the internet. Or, you know, some select gaming stores. I say he's a little too pricey for GameStop to have him on the shelves, I would think. But yeah, he's very cool. He's the first of their Metal Gear Solid 5 line. They have another figure coming out soon, and they had a Snake from the prequel to this earlier. He's a good figure. I had nothing break, and for play arts, that's kind of a big deal, as probably the last 4 I've gotten, something has snapped off straight out of the package. So, yeah. He's a recommended buy if you're a Metal Gear fan. Venom Snake.